After more than a year of waiting, New York Yankees fans finally have something to celebrate. JT Brubaker is back and ready to pitch. That's right, the right-handed pitcher, who was acquired by the Yankees over 15 months ago, is officially making his long-awaited debut in pinstripes. The news came in on a sunny Wednesday afternoon, as the team announced that Brubaker has been reinstated from the 60-day injured list. For most fans, it might feel like a name from the distant past, but Brubaker's story is one that deserves attention. Born in Ohio, the 31-year-old has not thrown a single pitch in a major league game since back in 2022. And now, after overcoming more than 2 years of injuries and setbacks, he's finally ready to step back on the mound. Brubaker's journey has been anything but smooth. In April of 2023, not long after joining the Yankees organization, he underwent the dreaded Tommy John surgery to repair a torn ulnar collateral ligament in his pitching arm. It was a crushing blow, especially after some average but solid seasons with the Pittsburgh Pirates. That surgery alone guaranteed he'd miss the entire 2023 season, and the hope was that he could return stronger and healthier sometime in the following year, but fate had other plans. During a spring training appearance in February of this year, Brubaker sustained an unexpected and brutal injury: 3 broken ribs. Yes, you heard that right. While most pitchers are just trying to build rhythm and command in spring training, Brubaker ended up with yet another setback that would cost him an additional 3 months of recovery time. That's the consecutive years of rehab, restarts, and long hours away from the game he loves. So now, here we are. Brubaker is back and healthy enough to rejoin the Yankees, but his role is going to look a little different. The team's starting rotation is already overflowing, even with injuries affecting a few of their arms. With that in mind, Brubaker will be stepping into a long relief role out of the bullpen, and honestly, that might be the smartest move for everyone involved. For one, the Yankees get an experienced pitcher who can eat up multiple innings when needed. And for Brubaker, it's a chance to slowly build his arm strength back to game shape without the pressure of a starter's workload. Remember, this is a guy who hasn't pitched in the big leagues in more than 2 full seasons. Rushing him back into a rotation role would be risky at best. This bullpen assignment also opens the door for Brubaker to be a crucial piece in the Yankees' pitching puzzle. With Ryan Yarbrough transitioning into a more permanent starting role, the bullpen needs someone who can handle the long relief duties, especially in games where the starter struggles early. That's where Brubaker steps in. He can bridge the gap between a short outing and the late-inning relievers, saving the rest of the bullpen from being overworked. And let's be real, every contending team needs a guy like that, someone who can step in, eat innings, and stabilize things when the game doesn't go according to plan. Brubaker's career numbers might not jump off the page. Just over 315 innings pitched with an ERA hovering around 4.99. But stats don't tell the whole story here. His return to the mound is already a personal victory, considering everything he's endured over the past 2 years. From major surgery to a freak injury, he's shown resilience, patience, and an undeniable love for the game. Now he gets the chance to prove that he's not just back, but that he can make a difference for this Yankees team. Maybe he won't be the headline starter or the lockdown closer, but in a sport where depth often determines success, Brubaker's presence could quietly become one of the team's biggest assets as the season unfolds. But what makes this comeback even more compelling is what Brubaker represents for the Yankees at this stage of the season. He's not just another arm in the bullpen, he's a symbol of perseverance and grit. In a franchise that has seen its fair share of injuries, setbacks, and roster shuffles over the past few years, having someone who fought through not one but 2 major physical obstacles is a testament to the kind of depth and determination that can fuel a championship run. This isn't just about pitching, it's about character. And Brubaker's return sends a powerful message, not only to his teammates, but also to the fan base. This team isn't just relying on star power, it's leaning on fighters. From a purely tactical perspective, Brubaker's timing could not be better. The Yankees have had to get creative with their pitching usage lately, especially with some rotation arms working back from injury or dealing with innings limits. As the season enters the grueling midsummer stretch, managing workloads becomes just as important as winning individual games. That's where long relievers like Brubaker come into play. He might not be starting every 5th day, but his presence gives the team more flexibility, more rest for the high-leverage relievers, and a much-needed buffer in case things go sideways early in a game. And as much as fans love watching Jarrett Cole or Nestor Cortez dominate from the mound, The reality is that championship teams are built on the backs of guys like Brubaker, unsung contributors who show up in the middle innings and quietly hold the game together. Of course, expectations have to be managed. Brubaker hasn't thrown a competitive pitch in nearly 2.5 years. That kind of layoff is brutal for any professional athlete, let alone a pitcher who relies on feel, rhythm, and command to succeed. It's going to take time for him to find his groove again, and there will almost certainly be some rough outings along the way. But what the Yankees seem to understand and what fans should keep in mind is that this is not about instant results. This is about the long game. This is about getting Brubaker reacclimated to the big league environment, giving him a chance to rebuild his confidence and find his form, all while helping the team in whatever way he can. If everything goes well, and Brubaker finds even a fraction of the form he showed during his best stretches in Pittsburgh, the Yankees could end up with a massive bargain on their hands. He's not on a massive contract. He's not taking up a premium rotation spot. Yet the upside he brings, especially in a bullpen role, is significant. A steady, multi-inning reliever who can bridge games, soak up innings, and maybe even spot start down the road if needed. That's gold in today's game. And with the playoffs always looming on the horizon, having someone like Brubaker on the roster gives the Yankees yet another strategic advantage. Depth wins championships, and Brubaker could be a key piece in that formula. Let's not forget the emotional side of this return either. For Brubaker, this is not just another call-up. This is the culmination of years of frustration, surgeries, rehab assignments, and the kind of mental battles that most fans never see. The road back from Tommy John is hard enough on its own. Add a freak rib injury on top of that, and it's a wonder he's even in uniform right now. But that's what makes stories like his so powerful. They remind us of the human element behind the stats, behind the contracts, behind the rosters. Every pitch he throws from this point on is a victory. Every out he records is a win against the odds. And who knows, sometimes it's these comeback stories that end up being the most important in a season. Maybe Brubaker turns into a go-to guy in extra inning games. Maybe he becomes the guy Aaron Boone turns to when the bullpen is stretched thin and there are no obvious answers. Maybe he delivers a clutch 3-inning outing in September that helps the Yankees clinch the division. Or maybe he just gives this team a few solid innings a week and keeps the ship steady, whatever the role ends up being. Brubaker now has a chance to write the next chapter of his career, and in New York, under the bright lights, every pitch matters. One thing is for sure, Yankees fans should be paying close attention. Because while the big names will always dominate the headlines, baseball is a team sport. And this team just got a little bit deeper, a little bit tougher, and a lot more interesting with JT Brubaker back in the mix. His story is one of setbacks, resilience, and a whole lot of fight. And now that fight is officially part of the Yankees' arsenal as they push toward the postseason. Keep your eyes on number 34, because he might just surprise everyone, including himself. And as the season wears on, and the grind of 162 games begins to wear down even the most durable rosters, having someone like Brubaker in the bullpen becomes not just a luxury, but a necessity. He brings a level of stability that can help preserve the health of frontline relievers, especially in those stretches where the team might play 15 or 20 games without a day off. When that kind of schedule hits, managers are forced to rely on depth. They need someone who can take the ball without hesitation, eat up frames, and give the rest of the staff a break. Brubaker, with his starter stamina and bullpen role, fits that mold perfectly. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In what could be one of the most headline-grabbing moves of the MLB season, whispers around the league are growing louder that Giancarlo Stanton's tumultuous tenure with the New York Yankees may finally be coming to an end. Multiple sources suggest that the slugger could be on his way to the Seattle Mariners. A surprising twist that has fans and insiders alike raising eyebrows. Though no official announcement has been made, insiders close to the situation hint that the two organizations have been engaged in serious talks. After years of inconsistency, injuries, and unmet expectations in the Bronx, it seems the Yankees might be ready to cut ties with the former MVP, opting for a fresh start and financial flexibility. For Stanton, who arrived in New York with sky-high expectations following his monstrous 59-homer season with the Marlins, the potential trade could mark the closing of a chapter that never quite lived up to the hype. Seattle, on the other hand, could be making a bold statement. With a young, energetic core and a fanbase hungry for postseason success, the addition of Stanton might be seen as the final piece of the puzzle. His power, even in a down year, remains elite, and a change of scenery might be exactly what the 34-year-old needs to reignite his career. Still, many are asking, why would the Mariners take such a risk? Stanton's contract is massive, his health has been unpredictable, and his defensive mobility is limited. But the allure of his bat and the leadership he can bring to a clubhouse might just outweigh the downside for a team chasing October glory. Until ink hits paper, this remains just a rumor. But in baseball, where smoke often signals fire, Stanton's days in pinstripes may be numbered. Whether the Mariners pull the trigger or not, one thing's for sure, the hot stove just got a whole lot hotter. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.